Thank you to Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. for sponsoring this video. Hi, I'm Manga Captor, and welcome to another video. This video is going to be filled with manga, and we're starting strong with a fun little manga haul. I got these used, and I was pretty happy with the condition that they came in. So first up, I got volume 2 of BL Metamorphosis, which is a sweet story where an elderly woman and a young girl find friendship based on their love for BL. I also got volume 2 of Full Metal Alchemist. I already have the entire series, but I picked this one up because it was the foil cover, and I just really want to collect all the foil covers. I think there's only 3 in the series. And here's a side-by-side difference. I just love Full Metal Alchemist so much, and I'm happy to have this foil cover now. And of course, I got more manga online. The package, however, was ripped when it came to me, and I was nervous that the volumes were going to be all messed up. But thankfully, the volumes were not damaged, which I was really happy about. And I got some volumes from the series Wish by Clamp. I got volume 4, as well as volume 1. And volume 2. At the time I couldn't find volume 3, so I went ahead and just snagged the ones that I could. Each volume had really pretty color pages on the inside that were just so light and dreamy. I was really impressed with the quality of these volumes, and I'm just really happy to add more to my Clamp collection. And here is some spine appreciation. And not too much later, I was able to find volume 3 of Wish, which I was so happy about because I had already read volumes 1 and 2, and I was loving the story. I was surprised though that there were no color pages in the volume. I was a little bit bummed. I definitely am going to be looking for a volume that has the colored pages in it in the future. Just got back from the library and look at all these manga volumes I picked up. I'm so excited to show you guys everything. Alright, so starting off, I found Initial D Omnibus 1 at my local library. I don't know much about this series, but everybody's been talking about it, and these reprints are just gorgeous. I love how lightweight the book is. It's not heavy at all. And it also comes with these beautiful color pages at the start of the book. And I'm just really excited to be reading this series for the first time. I'm so happy that my library added it to their collection. I actually requested them to do so, and they kindly did. So I'm very pleased that this has now been made available to me, but also other people that go to the library. The artwork looks pretty good, everything stands out nicely from the pages. The pages feel great. They're not like super thin like the One Piece Omnibus pages, which is nice. So yeah, I'm excited to read this one. And then I also got from my library the second omnibus of Inuyasha. I read the first one not too long ago. I really enjoyed it. I love anything with like demons and Japanese mythology, so I was very happy to see that they have the second omnibus as well as the third and the fourth. And here's just a quick little flip through. I love the character designs in this series, and it's got like a nice blend of stuff. It's got lots of action, but it's also got some humor, which I really appreciate. And the artwork is just so clean and beautiful to look at. This is a classic series that I'm just really excited to continue reading. And next up, I was really surprised by this title. They must have just added it to the shelves. This is Blade of the Moon Princess by Tatsuya Endo, which is the same mangaka that gave us Spy Family. And I know this has been out for some time, but I was really hesitant to pick it up because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. So I'm really happy that I found it at my library so I can check it out for myself and see if it's something I'd want to pick up personally. And so here's just a little flip through. Already so far, the artwork looks gorgeous and very detailed. I don't know anything about this series. I'm going in completely blind to it, so that'll be an interesting experience. And already I kind of feel like this character reminds me of Yor. At least their character design reminds me of her. Does this not scream Yor? Like, that looks so much like Yor. And again, that kind of looks like Yor as well. I'm really excited to check this out and see if I like it. And the last thing I found at my library is the first volume of Solo Leveling. This is a manhwa. I don't really know too much about it, but I know that lots of people really enjoy this series. So let's just do a little flip through. I like that manhwa is usually in full color. It's such a nice contrast, especially since I read mostly manga, so everything is in black and white. It's pretty refreshing to see panels in full color. But yeah, let me know if you're a fan of Solo Leveling. My library has volumes 1 through 3, so I'm gonna go ahead and check those out and see if it's a series I'd like to continue. I really recommend that you visit your local library. You might be pretty surprised by what they have in their collection. I feel like my library is getting lots more manga and manhwa, which is really fun to see. And it's great too because it's a nice way to check out a series. And you know, not every series I feel like I have to collect. Some I'm happy to just read from the library. So it's great to have lots of options. Alright, and here's an overview of everything I got at the library. I'm so excited to just get into all of these stories. Let me know if any of these series are your favorite and what you love about them. I always love hearing from you guys and hearing the types of things you love to read. So yeah, that wraps up my little library haul. But don't worry, there's much more manga to come in this video. We are going to go manga shopping pretty soon. So go ahead, grab yourself a snack, get cozy, and I'll see you in the next clip. Speaking of snacks, I'm happy to share with you today's sponsors, Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. Both are monthly Japanese snack subscription boxes that offer a collection of delicious themed snacks. This month's Tokyo Treat theme is Ninja Snack Venture, packed full of sneaky surprises, both sweet and savory. Each box comes with a booklet that shares more information on each snack, allergen information, and Japanese culture. Each box includes up to 20 exclusive, limited edition, and seasonal flavored Japanese snacks, including Japanese instant ramen and drinks that are only available in Japan for a limited time. There were so many fun things to choose from in this box. Everything just looked so tasty, and I really enjoyed the ninja-themed snacks that were featured. Some of my favorite snacks were the chocolate orange Kit Kats. They were so crispy and had a delightful, subtle orange flavor. The strawberry dorayaki were also really delicious. As you can see, there's a lot to choose from in this box, which makes it great for sharing with friends or family, but you could also have it all to yourself if that's what you prefer. Either way, it's a lot of fun to explore all of the goodies that come in each Tokyo Treat box. Now let's take a look at what Sakura Co. has to offer. Sakura Co. is a monthly Japanese artisan snack box that supports local Japanese snack makers. Each box comes with 20 traditional, authentic, and artisan Japanese snacks, including teas and a special piece of Japanese tableware. This month's theme is Flavors of Hakone. Sakura Co. has partnered with the Kanagawa Prefectural Government for this limited edition designed box, inspired by the tranquil waters of Hakone. Through this curated box, you can experience the authentic and local flavors that reflect the region's culinary heritage. Each box comes with a booklet that shares more information on each snack, allergen information, and Japanese culture. This box is packed with so many wonderful snacks, and they all pair perfectly with the provided tea. I truly loved everything in this box. Some of my favorites were the white miso financiere, which had a nice balance of salty and sweet. I really enjoyed the strawberry milk almonds, the raisin sandwich cookies, which were so tender and delicious. On top of all these great snacks you get, you also receive a piece of tableware, and this month's tableware item is the marquetry plate, which has such a pretty design and beautiful color. It is clear that a lot of care and thought goes into these Sakura Co boxes, and it's such a delight to get sent one straight to your doorstep. When you buy a Sakura Co box, you are directly supporting local Japanese snack makers, which is just so awesome. If you'd like to experience a taste of Japan through Sakura Co or Tokyo Treat, you can get $5 off your first box by using my coupon code MangaCaptor. Be sure to use the link in my description and treat yourself to some tasty snacks. Thank you again to Tokyo Treat and Sakura Co. Now back to the video. When I got to the manga section, I was greeted by this cardboard cutout of Luffy, which was placed near the One Piece volumes. They had the Sanji spin-off, but I didn't pick it up because it didn't seem to be my type of thing. Here is the light novels. Lately, I've been a little bit more in a light novel mood over a manga mood. I really want to read Ascendance of the Bookworm, but there's so many books in it. I feel like this is something I'd have to get on my Kindle, just to save some shelf space. Here's another quick overview of the light novels. The Spy Family one piqued my interest. And here's the manga section. Started off in the A's and I found Anti-Romance, which is a BL that looked pretty interesting. Here are the A's and B's that they had, lots to choose from. I love seeing any Clamp series out in the wild. I've never read Cardcaptor Sakura, but I did watch the anime. And after searching for a bit, I found the first volume that I had on my little list and quickly snagged it, and that's Volume 4 of Daemons of the Shadow Realm. I'm just so excited to continue this shonen series. And here I am carrying you in this basket and rudely putting a book on your head. Here is the C section. My eyes went straight to Cherry Magic. It's a series that I do want to read, but I don't know, I still haven't made that jump to start it, and I'm not sure why, but I will one day. Here are the D's. And this book looked pretty interesting. I liked the binding and the book itself, but I flipped through it and it looked really scary, so I put it back. I was just so happy to be back in Barnes & Noble, and I was having a really fun time. I saw My Love Mix-Up. I always love seeing these volumes in store. The covers are so pretty. I read the series on my Kindle, so I didn't get to experience these cute glossy covers, but I love them so much. And here I found two series that I'm interested in. I've already started Other Side Picnic, and I started reading the light novel for the Other Worlds books Depend on the Bean Counter, and I think it's time to start the manga. So I picked up the freshest copy and put it in my basket. I also found this older series, Princess Knight, that looked pretty interesting, and this edition was pretty nice as well. I liked the way the book felt, and I also found some volumes of The Rose of Versailles. I really want to read this series, but these volumes seem to be, one, very expensive, but also hard to find. And here's a little pan of the S volumes. Lots to choose from, and here I am picking up some volumes of Tokyo Babylon. I've been on the fence about this series, but I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna give Clamp a chance, even though I really don't like Seishiro. He's a creep, but I really like Subaru. I think he's such a sweet character. I'm also really interested in the supernatural elements in this series. And then I found Witch Hat Atelier Kitchen Volume 2. It was the last one on the shelves, so I snagged it quickly, and then I was just kind of browsing around and looking at volumes that just had pretty covers. Here's one of them, and this one also had a really pretty cover. Also, I found out that one of my favorite books has a manga now, which is pretty cool. After I finished up my manga shopping at Barnes & Noble, we just walked around and visited some other stores. I visited a small bookstore which had a volume that I was so excited to find, and I can't wait to show you in my haul. Alright, I'm back from my fun little book shopping outing. Today was actually the first day that I went to a bookstore in all of 2024, and we're over a quarter through the year. So I was very much excited to be back in my favorite type of place, a bookstore. I went to two. I went to Barnes & Noble and I also went to a local independent bookstore. My biggest haul is from Barnes & Noble. I did buy a good amount from there because they were having a buy one get one 50% off sale, and it was the last day of their sale, so I'm so happy that I was able to take advantage of that. And you know, Barnes & Noble is great and everything, they have such a wide selection of things, but there are still some titles that they don't have for whatever reason, and I was really happy to find something that I'd been really looking forward to for quite a while at an independent bookstore. So first I'm going to show you my haul from this small little bookstore. I only got 2 things from this bookstore. So first, this actually isn't a manga volume or a book, it's a notebook. So I saw this really pretty Howl's Moving Castle notebook and I just had to have it. I love notebooks and I just love that this one is themed. It has different colored pages in it, and it also has like some illustrations from the movie as well. So you can see those there. And these are just really pretty sketches. Here's another one that is just so gorgeous. This one is really cool as well. And here is the last illustration that comes in this notebook. It's so beautiful. I plan on using this notebook as my little creative space, and I'm just really excited to start writing in it. And the other thing that I got from the bookstore is volume 2 of March Comes In Like a Lion. This volume was actually postponed for a while. I think it was supposed to come out late last year, but instead it was pushed back into April. But I'm just so happy to have this now in my hands. This also comes with a little poster like the first volume, and it's double-sided. It's so cute. And there's the other side. This is a slice of life manga that follows the life of this young boy who plays shogi. It's his #1 passion in life. It sucks up a lot of hours out of his day, and it kind of causes him to self-isolate, but slowly he learns to get closer to others and trust others and allow the people around him to become like found family. So it's definitely a series that seems to have some dark themes to it, but it's also very much about finding your home and where you belong. So I'm excited to continue this series, and I'm just so happy that they had it in stock at this small bookstore. They didn't have it at Barnes & Noble, they didn't have it online, it was sold out, and this was the last copy at that independent bookstore, and I'm just so happy that I was able to get it and now have it in my hands. And so now to move on to everything that I got at Barnes & Noble. There's quite a bit of stuff in here. Starting off, I got volume 1 of The Other World's Books Depend on the Bean Counter. I actually read the first volume of the light novel series recently and I really enjoyed it. The light novel did have some illustrations of the characters which I felt really added to the story, but I really want to see more of that, which is why I decided to pick up the manga. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the light novel and I'm going to continue that. I'm just really curious to see this story in manga format. And it's such a pretty volume. I love that it's a matte finish. And there's also a color page on the inside, which is really pretty. I just love when physical manga volumes have little touches like this. It really adds to the volume. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this and to experience the story in manga format. Next up, I got a volume of Daemons of the Shadow Realm. This is the newest one, volume 4. I'm very excited to continue this series. This is by Hiromu Arakawa, the same mangaka that did Full Metal Alchemist. And I'm just really excited for this new shonen series that she has created. This is one of those series that it's best to go into completely blind. So if you trust Hiromu Arakawa, the creator of Full Metal Alchemist, and you like shonen, I would give this a shot and just go into it without any expectations and you'll have a fun time. And next up, I got volume 1 of Bless. This series is about someone who was scouted to be a model, but their true passion is to be a makeup artist and to just express themselves through that type of art. They befriend one of their classmates who is this tall girl with beautiful freckles, and together they basically challenge the ideas of what is beautiful. I picked this up because the artwork is stunning and I love makeup. I don't do makeup myself, nor do I wear makeup, but I really appreciate it as an art. So when I found out that this manga is about makeup, I just was so excited to check it out. Some people have described this as like blue period, but instead of traditional art forms like painting or drawing, it's about makeup and about really following your dreams and being ambitious. So I'm very excited to start this series. I think that there is also some romance between the two characters, so I'm also excited to see how that will unfold. And yeah, I'm just really happy that I picked this up. This was the last copy at the store, so I was just over the moon. Alright, and next up I got 2 volumes from one series, and this is a Clamp series. I got volumes 1 and 2 of Tokyo Babylon. Together they look like mustard and ketchup. So you may be aware that I am a big Clamp fan. I really love XXXholic, and this is another supernatural series, and I really wanted to check it out for multiple reasons. The main reason is that I actually want to read X, or X 1999, I think it's called. And I've heard that you have to read Tokyo Babylon first, or else this series gets completely spoiled, like at the beginning of X. And I was kind of on the fence about starting this series because I know there is some sort of relationship that has an inappropriate age gap between these two characters, I believe. So that was kind of making me not want to start the series, but I also just want to see what this story is about. I've heard that this is a favorite to a lot of people. And I was also thinking about how just because a series or a book features a relationship with an age gap, that doesn't necessarily mean that the authors are trying to say that this is a good thing. It's just part of the story for whatever reason, and I've decided I'm just going to go ahead and be okay with that and experience what this series has to offer. Now, I might eat my words later and decide that, you know, this is too weird for me. We'll see. I am trusting Clamp with this one, and we'll see if my trust is betrayed or not. But yeah. So I got volume 1 and 2. Let's look at volume 2. I believe that all of these come with color inserts since these are like the premium editions, and the color inserts are really pretty. So there you can see that. I like it better like this. So I'm really curious to see how this series goes and if it's something that I enjoy. Definitely outside my comfort zone. I do not like relationships that have age gaps, especially if there's a minor involved. That's just not correct. I do know that the age of consent is different in Japan, but let's be honest, that doesn't really make it any better. Anyways, back to the manga haul. So I have one last thing, and this is probably the cutest, most wholesome thing in my entire haul, and that is volume 2 of Witch Hat Atelier Kitchen. You might have seen my video where I recreate some dishes from manga titles, and I recreated a dish from the first volume of this series. This is just basically a continuation of all their kitchen craftiness, and I'm just so excited to see what kind of dishes Keyfree whips up for his apprentices and also for Alrugio. I just love the dynamic between all of the characters. They really feel like found family, and I love myself some delicious food. So here is a look at all of the manga that I got today. I was very, very happy to be able to go to some bookstores. You know, I wish I could have gone to some bookstores sooner this year, but I'm just happy that I finally got to do so. I feel like I got a pretty good haul, and I can't wait to read these and let you guys know what I think. Until then, take care of yourself, read some wonderful books or manga, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.